What up, guys? It is Grant's Comics here, and today we're going to review Amazing Spider-Man 54, boom, from 2021. Awesome Spider-Man cover. Love these covers. I said it so many times, and I'll say it again. I do love these covers. And this interesting part is that it's like a storyline called Last Remains. So Last Remains Part 5, so I'm assuming 53, 50, like 50 all the way to 54 is the Last Remains storyline. So it's a short but probably a sweet storyline. So yeah, this is probably the last issue from that storyline. It's awesome. This story is basically, this issue in particular is about how Harry Osborn, he's the Kinder, Kinderd, and he was a newer villain in like the modern era. So it's him, Harry Osborn is the Kinder, something, I don't know how to say that, but it's him, and Peter Parker is trying to convince Harry, like, you're not a bad guy, don't be like your father Norman, you're better than that. And Harry's just like, oh, evil is everywhere, evil is sin, you gotta be punished now, and this and that. They're trying to convince, like Peter Parker is trying to convince Harry to stay on the good side and don't follow his father's footsteps, while Harry, on the other hand, is just like, yo, being a hero is not heroic. You gotta have some punishment with being a superhero. So it's like both of the spectrums. But at the end of the comic, you kind of see that he's trying to torture Spider-Man as this character. So you can see, like, he's showing Peter the past life, like Gwen Stacy, Flash Thompson. You see them in this cafeteria. You see Mary Jane. You see Harry and Gwen talking together. You see Green Goblin and Spider-Man just grabbing hands. You can see when he got bit by the radioactive spider. And in this one, you can see the Sin Eater, and he sees Peter is showing, like, you're better than Harry, you're better than your father. So he shows Norman Osborn. He shows he's fighting with, I think that's Sandman. It's just some crazy stuff going on. And then there's the time that he snapped Gwen's, I think like Gwen's neck. I think that's the time right here, if I'm mistaken. And then there's the villains that his friends turn evil. There's all his Spider-Verse friends right there that are coming to attack him. It's like a really dark moment. Of course, he has to torture Peter with Mary Jane, because, you know, obviously if you're a Spider-Man fan or you're a Marvel fan, you know that, you know, Mary Jane and Peter is a thing. So it's very awesome. I love, like I said, I feel like I said this numerous times, and I apologize if I say a lot, but I do love more modern stories. I like modern for just the modernness, and I like the old school for the nostalgia. Even though I collect or sell comics from the 80s and 90s, stuff like that, 70s, the times that I weren't born. For you guys who are, or that are 70s and 80s babies, you guys know what it's about. You know what I mean? But I'm a 90s baby, so 80s and 70s, I don't know too much about. I know more about the early 2000s till the modern era. That's me. You know, so from that perspective, from the nostalgia perspective, I kind of know that, oh, this really happened during the 70s, or this what the storyline was in the 80s. You know, like that kind of stuff. So it's nostalgic in a feeling like I have a vintage comic book. And for the modern issues like this and more other modern issues, I get to actually read it myself and maybe tell my kids, hey, these are the comics that we had when I was a kid. You know, well, I'm not a kid, I'm 31, but when I was younger, you know what I mean? So that's kind of cool. I like it. It's cool. So yeah, that's it for now. Main Spider-Man 54, Last Remains storyline, right there, boom. You guys subscribe to Grant's Comics and you guys are watching this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, share this video, share Grant's Comics to the comic book community. And if you guys are subscribed to Grant's Comics and you guys are watching this, give this video a thumbs up, share this video, share Grant's Comics to the comic book community. I'll see you guys on the next video. Alright.